I'm going to take you through the #1 diecast shop in the state of New Mexico. It's the House of Cars. They have over 50,000 cars in inventory. I mean, you can see here, it's just this wall that never ends. M2 right here. I love this. You got Matchbox, all Matchbox cars right here. Mini GT, tons of Mini GT, Tarmac, Auto World, and then of course this whole wall behind it all, that is all Hot Wheels. All Hot Wheels cars all the way down. I'm gonna start out at the display cases that they have right up front here. This is fun. Love the LED lighting above that. Look, there's a really cool gasser. This looks like a case full of some customs mixed with some things, which is really cool. There's some Pixar cars. Could I see these ones right here that you have?
Sure. Which ones were you
These right here.
These down here?
Yeah.
Okay. These are from the 2025 convention in Las Vegas, a SuperCon. It's a VIP party Porsche.
Wow.
And this is the chase car from the bingo game.
Here were some cars from the 2025 Super Convention. That was last year's SuperCon. It's the largest diecast convention that takes place in the United States. And if you guys haven't seen my video on that one, you ought to go check it out because it is the Super Bowl of diecast conventions, and it's definitely worth checking out. Really great to see though. Love the white wall tires and the gold rims on this one. And then of course the straight gold car. Looks awesome. Great Porsche 911 GT8. Another thing I liked about these was the holographic card art that they did. It's kind of fun.
That is, that's exclusive to Lee Allen.
Oh.
At Nuclear Mines Design.
Yeah, and he makes amazing stuff, Lee Allen.
Yes, he does.
I actually bought a car from Lee Allen at the Hot Wheels convention in LA last year.
Did you?
Yeah, and it was fantastic. So I just ran into Lee Allen. He is an amazing graphic designer, and I just picked up this Nissan Skyline GTR, special made by him. So here he is with me right now.
Hey,
Lee
what's up,
Allen
everybody?
in the flesh. So you guys got to check out Nuclear Minds too. Great designer, great artist. Here we got the Dodge Tradesman, another great casting. I loved it in purple too, but that bronze copper looks good as well. Here we got some Elite 64 Mod Shop. That's such a great casting. The Jeep Gladiator. It was super cool about this one is the articulating parts. You can take the pieces, put them on and off, and play with it. It's just a fun one for the little kid in you. Looks like some more great RLCs down here. And look at this. Here we got some really cool heavy Chevy souped up super rods. That one's 65, this one's 45. Great Firebird casting. Definitely some cool stuff in the cases here. The Mardi Gras car. Some wild designs. Here we got some Pop Race. These are some newer releases from Pop Race. It was always fun to see the mix of cars that they have in the shop between the older vintage stuff and new things that come in. So I feel like there's something for everybody, whether you collect JDMs or C10 Chevys, vintage cars, gassers, exotics, muscle, whatever. They got it all. Love that they got the little tuned car on this. You know, something funny about that, it reminds me of something that Mini GT just put out, kind of competing with the cartoon cars. I just saw it earlier. I'm going to show it to you guys right now over here. So look, here's a bunch of those cartooned ones, right? But right here, look at this. It's these cubed cars. Mini GT just started releasing these cubed ones, kind of as a to get in on that cartooned market. Like, I mean, here you can compare. There's a cartooned Super set right there, and you can look how it compares with the cubed one. So that one's a Supra right there. Oh, that's the Sylvia. But yeah, there they are side by side. They are, yeah. You know what though? I gotta tell you guys my opinion on this one. I think the cartoon ones look cooler. They're the OGs anyways, but that's just my opinion. I don't know a lot about these cube ones, but just looking right off the bat, you tell me what you think. And I don't even really collect these, but I know they've been getting really popular, and just fun to see. And they got a really big like selection of these cartoon castings here, as you can see too. So when I say there's something for everyone, like I mean it. So back to the display cases. I just wanted to share that with you guys. So look at this here. We got a really cool Honda NSX right there. It's all carbon fibered out. Great casting. I love the giant spoiler that they got on the back of it. You can see on the rear of the wing there, it says GT3. And then they have it on the door and across the front windshield. There's a Pandem Civic in just wild colors with copper rims. Really cool one. And then this one looks like that was a 2023 Christmas casting. The Singer Targa. Fun to see that. All right, coming down here to the Kaido House castings. One thing I love about Kaido House is that they do a really good job with showing the engine bays on their cars. The wide stances, the body kits, the details that they put into those castings, I think just look fantastic. So I'm definitely a fan of Kaido House and what they have been producing. Like, look at the red bucket seats on that BMW. It looks good. Looks good. It's like a dark purple. Some really great ones there. That's a nice C10 there. Hey, looking in your display case here, I noticed you had a signed car. Who signed that one?
That one is Chad Lindbergh, who played Jesse on the original Fast and Furious movie.
Oh, nice. And that was his car, right?
That was his car, that's correct. He was here for our grand opening and again on our first anniversary. And we've tried to have him back for the others, but his schedule wouldn't permit him to come by. But very nice gentleman, very personable, and we love to see him back sometime.
That's really great that you got a signed car from him, though. You know, I saw one at a shop in Vegas that was signed by Paul Walker before he had passed away. Yeah, and so I thought of buying it, but I said, do you have it authenticated in any way? And they didn't have any way to authenticate it. So I ended up not getting it, but I guess that'd be a question I have for you. Is that authenticated in any way other than
photos?
Photos, is it? Okay. Oh, that's great. What a cool piece to have here in the shop.
Very nice, yes.
You know, it's tied into like Fast and Furious history now too.
Absolutely.
That's great. Here's a mini GT cube cars. Here we got some gold mini GTs and some Hot Wheels Super Chromes. Those are cool. And then right there, right next to them, we got some early 2000s Super Treasure Hunt series cars. That's fun to see. And then I was just looking on this table right here behind me. You got complete sets of these Hot Wheels Premium. So we got the Thrill Climbers here, the Mercedes, the Lancia. Some good ones there. This one's cool. Japan Historics. That's been a really sweet line that they've been doing with car culture. And fun to see these completed sets. So he's asking $55 for that one, $50 for that one. Here's a $40 one. This is the Jay Leno one. Got the Jay Leno tank car. This is one of the wildest cars I've ever seen. Lamborghini Countach, the Chevy, the McLaren. I love the McLaren F1 too. It was a car that definitely was ahead of its time.
Will do.
This one's Euro Speed set, and everybody recognizes the Ferrari that came with that set. After Ferrari renewed their license with Mattel, it's just been like a feeding frenzy going after those castings. So $45 for the set is not bad because I've seen just that car alone go for $45. So pretty good pricing on that. And another thing that's great about House of Cars here is these guys are they're good on their prices. Like they're pretty fair. I mean, if you check eBay prices and compare side by side, you're gonna find that more times than not, he's beaten what you can find online, and that's why it's worth the trip, worth the gas money if you're nearby, I think. Cool Land Rover Defender, and then we got the 87 pickup truck. Cool to see these different sets though that he's got lined up on this table out here. Some vintage looking Redline tire set here. And just so you guys know, in a couple weeks, if you didn't catch it on one of my other videos, I'm headed to the #1 vintage Hot Wheels convention in the world. And I'll be there in a few weeks filming what that looks like. And I heard last year they didn't have a car that was newer than 1970. So that's going to be pretty wild to check that out. That's one that you'll want to stay tuned for sure. I love that Hot Wheels has started releasing a lot of their collaborative castings with Formula One. I went and saw that Formula One movie with my wife, and it was a blast. So now Formula One cars are jumping out at me all the time, left and right, because, you know, because of that movie, I became kind of a Formula One fan. We got a Plymouth Duster funny car. This is a great hauler set. $37 for that one. Couple of 5-packs. These are fun too. Look at this. He's got the Mystery Mobile here. Some Scooby-Doo cars. Nice. Kind of just a mix of random items on this table that I think is just always rotating out. Stuff to catch the eye. Maybe grab an extra thing on your way out when you're shopping. Right here, just behind the counter, they got a plethora of Super Treasure Hunt castings and just a lot of mix of different, like, you know, Spectra Flame paint cars. So like here we got the McLaren Speedtail, and I remember for the life of me I could not find this one on the pegs as I was looking for it. $35 is not bad though. That's a great casting. I love the color that the Spectra Flame does with this one, and it's a great casting. Let's see what else there is here. We got the Roger Dodger. That's sweet. Another really cool one. The Glory Chaser. Love that sky blue shine with the Spectra Flame paint. It looks so good and pops nicely with the orange tires. Yeah, so many Super Treasure Hunts. Just like it. Could you imagine? It's just a peg of Super Treasure Hunts here. We got the Lotus Evija. Another awesome one. This one, like, I feel like it was hard to differentiate this one from the main line unless you were really looking closely for the tires and the paint on this. Just because the dark colors, sometimes the darker Spectra Flame paint can make you miss those if you're hunting for them on the pegs. It's got 2 of them on here, and that's great to see. I'll slide these ones back on here, and we'll take a look at what else. Right behind this, we had a GMC Typhoon. Nice articulating hood on that. We got $90 for that GTO wagon. Another great orange color, kind of like a fire orange like that Speedtail has. This one's cool. It's like a go-kart. I don't even know if I've seen that one before. It's a, what's it say? Sand car? Sand grab? That's cool. I like the pinstriping on the, like, the little design on the back there. And the 360 window. That's nice. Nice casting. Right behind it, there was another great looking one. Is that one a Camaro? Hard to tell. Put that back here. Here we got an Audi Spider. And this one is the Ford Escort RS2000. My first car that I ever drove was a Ford Escort. So there's that for you. If you were ever wondering. I daily drive an F-150 now. So that's not a Lamborghini. Maybe one day. Probably not. That's not practical at all. This car was released at, well, first seen at the Hot Wheels convention in LA in 2025. And so here it is on the pegs. It was really cool to get a first look at it there at the convention. And I love the pink with the white top of that casting. Turned out really nice and fun one to see here. And I love just the variety of unique stuff. I feel like every time I come here, I never know what I'm gonna run into. There's a Plymouth Fury. Pretty cool. And this is random. There's a Dungeons and Dragons diecast set. It is a diecast shop, so you're gonna have diecast stuff other than cars too, apparently, which is cool. Here you got Matchbox Super Fast. This is neat because this is a vintage looking Matchbox packaging with this. Looks like that door pops open there. Nice, yeah, vintage. I don't know what year that is. This looks like it, I don't know. I don't see a year on the back there, but looks historic. Here is a Hot Wheels Treasure Hunt complete set from the year 2000. Limited edition, 6th anniversary of Treasure Hunt cars. So the chrome cardboard packaging on that is just wild to see. But here are the cars. Little blast from the past here. And I gotta be honest, guys, the early 2000 Hot Wheels is just not my jam. But it is fun to see historic, you know, and just cool stuff like that. And people were like, what do you mean historic? I'm like, this is 26 years ago, right? So if that's making you feel old, I'm sorry, but you might be old. We're all getting older though. Pretty wild to see that though. We had that one up there on the wall. I just put it back. There's a collector's choice one. Okay, I'll bring it down for you because I know people are gonna ask. So this set right here was a compilation of collector's choice cars. You can see it's a giant flap that opens up here. And you got right here, 30 years of Hot Wheels collector's choice cars right here in the packaging. I'll do a close-up right here so you can see what castings are here. And you can pause the video if you wanted to like read these. I'll just move slow for you guys. Really interesting. Kind of crazy. And then here's the cars. Pretty wild. So every one of these is numbered. And then you got the numbering right there. You can see what car is what. More vintage cars there. Ooh, that one jumped out at me. That's cool. Nice. So there's that set for you. Another one that he had up on the wall. So just put that one back up on the wall there for him. There's this table down here. And there's so much to go through, guys. So don't worry, I'm gonna take you through. But on this table right here, I noticed it looks like we got a House of Cars exclusive. It looks like a Bugatti. Wild looking, nice majestic purple color. $50 for that one. It's a limited edition House of Cars Bugatti. You can see it says House of Cars on the top of the hood there. That's pretty cool. We got some Elite 64 castings. Of all the Elite 64s, this one is my favorite Elite 64 that was released. It's the Lamborghini Aventador, because the back of this right here, it pops off, and they don't have it in the photo, but basically the back of it pops off and you can see the turbos, the twin turbos on the back of that casting, and it's fun. It's a fun one to have. We got a Coca-Cola van, another Coca-Cola convertible. It looks like it has a surfboard right there. That's fun. Little samurai car. I've seen these at Walmart kind of floating around there. So some good random stuff. This again was a first release at last year's Diecast Super Convention. The Dodge Challenger Hellcat. $35 for that. Great price if you want to scoop it. Sometimes, I'll tell you guys, when the hype dies after a convention, you can find convention cars if they weren't as popular. It's kind of a gamble though, right? Like you either get it there or you'll never see it again. So that's kind of the double edge of that one. But yeah, here's one that we're seeing it again from last year. There's a Ford Mustang funny car in a wild pink. This is an M2. Here's another M2 Mustang GT Custom, like the Ghost Flames on that one. Some wild design patterns of this one. Looks like a Day of the Dead themed set here for 32. And this is cool. This one, this collector's case right here. These little tabs pop open there on the top, and then you can pop it up. I'm not gonna open it up, but just showing you guys. That's a really cool one. And another thing that's great about the shop is they sell cases. They sell blister pack protectors. Like right here, you got a 4-tier LED display case, which is great because you can put different size models. Looks like they got larger than 1/64 scale on that, but fun to see. Here, like I think a lot of this whole wall here, or at least half of it, is M2s. So for you guys that like the M2s, here you go. I'm gonna show this one to you. This Cadillac Series 62, the Tiki Daddy. That's crazy. This is a cool Chevy. Like the patina on these. All right, here we got a bunch of haulers. I'll start right here. So we got this M2 hauler. Little safety car there. Other than the M2 right here, I love this. You got Matchbox, all Matchbox cars right here. Mini GT, tons of Mini GT, Tarmac, Auto World, and then of course this whole wall behind it all, that is all Hot Wheels. All Hot Wheels cars all the way down. So pretty wild to see. I'll start off right here at the Mini GT because I'm a fan of Mini GT. And if you're watching this, you're probably a fan of Mini GT too. So that's a Porsche 911. That's a nice rack that it's got. Love those little details. I mean, and just amazing details for 14 bucks. You know, it's hard to beat the pricing of Mini GT for the details, which I think is really cool. There's a dragon snake concept. 1 out of 3,240. It's cool card art on that one. Looks like he's got a couple of them there. Yeah, it's a peg full of the Mustang, the Shelby GT 500. You got the Honda NSX. I got to sit in a Honda NSX at the Hot Wheels Legends tour last year, which was really fun. And the driver, the owner of it, he was just telling me how crazy loud the engine gets, because the engine just sits right in the back behind the driver's seat there. And he's like, it's fun, but it's loud. It's not a car for soft luxury, that's for sure. Just for racing. We got the McLaren F1, another great car. I really feel like the McLaren F1 was just ahead of its time for just how amazing of a supercar that it is. It's cool to see the burnt orange one there. And a Mini GT casting of it. Here we got the Nissan Veilside. Gold just pops on that one.
Yeah.
Looks like it's been sitting on the pegs for a little bit though. There's a little bit of dust on there. The Porsche.
Good luck with the bag. Hope you get something good in.
Here we got Toyota GR86. I thought of buying this car in real life because they're not, like, for what they are, they're not super expensive. They handle really well. They're good on gas. I mean, they make a fun daily driver. And like I said, I got an F-150 that I drive, but I thought this would be a fun one just to daily drive, the GR86. And I like Toyotas. I told you I got 4 kids, so we haul them around in our minivan. We got a Toyota Sienna minivan we do that for. So we're Toyota fans for sure. Here we got a Mazda RX-7. Like the gold rims on that. Pretty cool. Mini GT just has a lot of cool stuff. There's a Honda Civic Type R. Skyline GTR. Ford GT. I like the body style on these Ford GTs. It's like a skeleton. It's very unique, just like the lines, how they connect from the roof to the fender, and then you got this hollowed out like side there. Hard to see in the blister pack those details that I'm talking about, but it's a cool car. The Ford GT is a cool car for sure. Nissan Pandem. All right, I'll show you guys the Matchbox stuff that they got over here. Ton of Matchbox cars. There's a Nissan Z. And last year, I went to the world's largest Matchbox convention. It's actually held here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, every single year. So I saw some of the oldest original Matchbox cars that were created, and it was a blast. So you can check out that one if you're a Matchbox fan. Check out the Matchbox convention video I did. It's a riot. That's a really cool Bugatti. Just looking at this one, I'm like, wow. It's really nice to see. Some wild colors on some of these. That looks like the MBX. Looks like a slingshot. It is a slingshot. Yeah, this Polaris slingshot Matchbox of it. Those are fun cars. I feel like that'd be a fun car to like take down to a beach and cruise around. These other Matchbox cars. Just wanted to give you that overview of Matchbox. A lot of cool ones. Matchbox has done really cool stuff with their moving parts cars, and that's what he has right here on the end. If you're looking for articulating parts, I mean, $4 for that. You know, these moving parts cars are definitely good value for the money. The opening parts and engine bays and stuff like that. I like Pop Race. You know, I'd prefer Pop Race if I'm looking for something with moving parts at a good price, comparably to that. I've been a fan of that, but you know, they do a lot of JDM casting. So if you're looking for something like more of the trucks or muscle cars or things like that, you're gonna find maybe more of that with Matchbox than you would Pop Race. Although Pop Race did put out a Mustang recently. It was really cool. I think it was a North American exclusive. I just saw it at the last Diecast show that I was at. So that was fun. That was fun to see for sure. I've gone to so many Diecast shows. Sometimes they blend together. Like it's like, wait, which car did I see at what event? You know, but I do remember like specific cars, just not always like what event. So there's Matchbox for you. Give you an overview of that. Here we got some Johnny Lightnings. I did see the world's rarest Johnny Lightning collection, and I put a video out on that. These were Johnny Lightning unpunched cars that were never circulated. So yeah, if you're curious about that, you want to see the world's rarest Johnny Lightning cars, check out that video on that one. It was a wild one. I'm telling you guys, you start going down the rabbit hole of some of the different castings and brands and what was put out. It's fun. This is sweet. Demolition Derby. Man, that's a fun one. I like the mud on the teal paint job of that one. And here we go. The Johnny Lightning Zingers. Very cool. Some more Johnny Lightning. These are like the newer Johnny Lightning stuff. There's a cool looking Land Cruiser. A Toyota Land Cruiser. That's a neat one. I just noticed this. There's some Fast and the Furious boxes up here. These are some larger scale cars. Some Jada cars. We've got a Transformer car up here. Yeah, Bumblebee. Nice. Miho exclusives. Look at that lowrider, man. Right on. This one's cool. One of 1,200. That is a Nissan GT-R. I like the burnt muffler, the exhaust tips on the back of that. That's a cool one to see. I got some Hot Wheels haulers. Team Transports have done some really cool combination packaging with castings. One thing I love about the haulers is I think it's just a great way to display your other car piece or other cars that you want to rotate out too, if you're going to display them in like a diorama or something like that. Like here's a fun one. The Iron Man car. Let's take a look at that. Heck yeah, Diecast Iron Man. Another Jada Toys. I haven't seen this one, Fred Flintstone. Let's take a look at that, yeah. Nice. All right, we'll take a look at this Hot Wheels wall. So it starts out with the main lines right here. Then you got Hot Wheels premiums and other vintage, like I'll go down and show you. We'll start out with the premiums just because I'm standing right here. Kind of look at what they have here. Is the Ninja Turtles Party Wagon. That is wild. That's cool card art. And I think some of the best card art in diecast right now is on these Hot Wheels premium cars. Like the photography or the graphic designer, whoever's doing these, shout out to them. I just think it looks really good. Turned out nice. We got the Euro Speed. We saw that Euro Speed earlier, that set. Land Rover Defender. You know, one thing I'd like to see Hot Wheels do again is military vehicles like they did in the, I think it was the 90s or the early 2000s. I thought those were really cool to see those military vehicles, but for some reason I haven't seen a Hot Wheels tank in a while. But they're cool. I think they're cool and it'd be fun to see those. We got the Lancia Stratos Zero. I'm guessing this is a concept car. That's wild looking though. I don't know much about that car itself. Kind of a fun casting though, for sure. Some Japan Historics. Are these it's the Honda. Here we got. One thing I like about the card art with it, talking about card art, is this Japan Historics, how they have the Japanese kind of theme with the cherry blossoms in the background, and you can see the Japanese temple, that building in the back there. Really cool card art they've done. Here we got the Alfa Romeo Italian themed card art with this Italian car. And man, Italy knows how to make some good stuff, I'll tell you that. Like, it's where we get Ferrari and Lamborghini. Sweet. It's a Ford F-150. You guys wondering what my daily driver is? This is it. It's an F-150, not the Raptor. I don't drive a Raptor, but it's a cool one to see. A lot of great premiums here. Rock'em Sock'em Robots, love that. That's a nostalgic for me. Brings me back to playing with my brothers under the Christmas tree when we first got Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Super cool though. So yeah, that gives you an overview of the premiums. That's wild. Look at that Hershey's car. That's a cool Toyota pickup truck. Yeah, that's a nice one. So there's an overview of the premiums for you guys. I'll make my way down over here, show you some of these Hot Wheels main lines. We got stuff from the early 2000s mixed with you know, some newer ones. This 57 Chevy was nice. The white wall tires complemented the gold nicely. There actually was just a gasser, a gold gasser that just came out. It's a Chase that looks really good. That's what that one reminded me of right there. When cars get exposed to sunlight, these blisters, I think it's the sunlight over time will cause that yellowing to film up on the car like that. That's why that's got that yellow tint to it. There's a 2003 first edition, wild looking engine. You don't see Hot Wheels making stuff like this as much anymore, that's for sure. I mean, this feels more like a dub style car, those giant rims. I do like that now you have card art that matches the casting, where in the past they used a generic card art and then just put that on everything. Cheaper to do that, but then it doesn't feel as collectible that way, in my opinion. So like this Lamborghini Huracan, it looks awesome because you got Lamborghini card art with it. But here we got this, what is that, a PT Cruiser? I don't know. And then you don't even, oh, it's okay, it's a Chrysler Pronto, right? And then it looks like you got a, you know, something that unrelated to it. So I'm really glad they went away from just doing a generic card art for any casting, and that they actually match the card art with castings now. Lego one. Nice. Here we got turntables too. It's cool to see these turntables. He's got a lot of them here, so those are great to have for showing off pieces. What do we got here? Solar showcase. Okay, this is like a solar one that's light powered, I think. Yeah, I actually think this is what they have in their display case just right over here. That's turning that one right there. So cool, 11 bucks, not bad for a, you know, for a turntable. You want to, it's a great way to display cars or even film them in my case. What do you guys think of these 143 scale castings? They're pretty wild, aren't they? Like when you hold it up next to a, like it's just huge. I like the 164, or prefer the 164 scale myself, because then you have more space, you know, and it's easier to hold or throw in your pocket or whatever. Oh, that's a cool one, the Mattel Dreammobile.
What's that?
You still have some of the older treasure hunts over here?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, mixed in there.
Okay, appreciate it.
Sure.
A lot of cool stuff. Check this out. We got these nice special paint. Looks like Spectra Flame paint. It says special paint there on the bottom there. I'm guessing it's Spectra Flame. These Hot Wheels classics. Very cool. This is a great color on this Pontiac Firebird. Really love these special paint series that they have here. And the classic card art with these is cool too. Here you got another one. I think gold always looks nice. Doesn't that look awesome? Look at the light, how the gold catches the light. Like having a little gold bar. A panel truck. Yeah, these are fun. I grabbed a Volkswagen of one of these earlier. Super cool. All right. All right, guys, so people are always asking me, what do you pick up at these shops? These are two that I'm going to be grabbing from Oscar today. He's the shop owner and one of the coolest guys out there. But
We try.
So this Pop Race one, though, it's got great articulating parts, and it's just tough to open, though, right?
They come apart, yeah.
But this one is, let's take a look at it. It's the Honda NSX. You know, I was just talking about this. They're really cool castings, and what I like about this one is it's got a big carbon fiber just kind of overlay to it. And then this one right here, the Skyline, it's got those wild pipes. But here, if you look at this, thank you for pulling that open for us to see. It's just a great carbon fiber overlay. It's awesome details in the wheels, and being able to see the engine in the back of that is cool. One thing I wanted to ask you, being an owner of a diecast shop, you see like every brand, you see so much of everything. What catches your fancy when it comes to cars or diecast cars?
I love it all. You can't pick a bad casting anymore. They're all very well done.
You know what? I like that answer. And for me too, it's like when someone asks what kind of music do you like? For me, it just depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Right.
You know, so I think of that.
Yeah, collect what you like.
That's truly the way to go. But yeah, I'll grab these two from you today.
Great.
And I appreciate, always being able to come and check out the shop. Anything you want to tell your customers?
Just thanks for all the support and the love, and we hope to see you soon.
All right, guys, if you want information about the shop, here it is right here. Their phone number, their website, their address. Really amazing shop. I'm going to crack this car open right here, though, with you so you can see how awesome it is. It's always fun to pick up cool stuff every time you come through, and this casting is a great one. This is how they're doing a lot of customs over in Japan. So let's take a look at that. Wow. Look at that purple, the shine, the gold. And the hood on this one, it opens. Let's see, I think it opens to the front there. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that great? Such a cool casting. I think that was a fun one to pick up for sure. And then, of course, the GT3 NSX. Great castings. Really fun pickups for today. And there you go. Well, guys, that's going to do it for me today. If you liked the video, check out some of the other ones, and I will catch you on the next one.